Hello everyone and welcome to, well, pretty much the most epic thing that's ever happened in my Blitz life, and I get to make a video of that to basically tell you to spread the word further. There's actually going to be an order in-game with a background and an avatar that are based on, well, me, and I still can't get over that. So over the last couple of years there have been 4 different community managers that wanted to do something like this, but for one reason or another it just never actually happened, and life happened, other priorities changed and community managers changed, so it just never happened. And we actually got to the point now where it's actually happening, and I still can't get over that on its own. But to actually be able to be a part of that is absolutely mind-boggling and mind-blowing, and I'm flabbergasted, and I can think of a lot of superlatives that are just fitting this because I can't find the words for it. These kind of events have always been tailored to like the big YouTubers, the people with the big numbers, and quite frankly, I don't have those. I'm a small fry and I'm well aware of that. So I have a lot of imposter syndrome being a part of this, to be honest. And that's not to say that I don't do anything, because the thing is that a lot of people know me in different aspects. They either know me as a YouTuber, or as a tournament streamer, or as the moderator of the official server, or as a community contributor, or as the person to help with the community contributors, basically. But barely anyone knows me as all of those together, so it feels really, really weird. Like, I do a lot behind the scenes, but I'm very comfortable to be behind the scenes instead of in front of them. So to actually be involved in this and to actually get asked to be a part of this feels very, very unreal to me, and it feels unreal to me still. And don't get me wrong, I'm super grateful to be a part of it because I think it is absolutely amazing. And honestly, I'm not gonna say no to a chance to get ladybugs in the game because I'm all about the ladybugs. But it does feel unreal, and I know that I'm pretty much the odd one out when it comes to the numbers and being a part of this event. So I can't see that any different. But like I said, I am very, very grateful for it. So this all started with Wargaming asking me if I wanted to be a part of this, and I was like, "Are you sure? Me? Are you not meant to ask someone else?" Like, I was super, super happy to be asked, but at the same time, then too, I already had like, "Are you sure you meant to ask me that?" But yeah, then we got 2 questionnaires, and the first questionnaire was pretty simple. It was kind of like, what's your name and what's your channel name, what's your channel about, why did you start creating content, when did you start creating content, stuff like that. So that was the easiest one to answer, really, because in my case, YouTube has always been a hobby. It's not been that phenomenal for me. That's another reason why I'm a small fry. So for me, it's mainly like some videos, some storytime videos these days, but also tournament streams because I absolutely love tours. But that's as far as my actual content goes, basically. But then we had the second questionnaire, and the second questionnaire was super, super hard for me. And I'm gonna explain that, and I'm also gonna explain why I'm laughing, because the thing is that one of the questions was, what is your favorite tank? And I think I listed like 6 tanks, because what I enjoy most depends entirely on the time of day and what I enjoy driving at that moment. But in the end, they did force me to actually pick one favorite. I actually got DM'd about that afterwards. And I went with the carrot because honestly, the carrot is my greatest love. I absolutely love it. I love the auto reload system. I have a whole video about that. You can check that out. But basically, I went with the carrot in the end, even though it was so hard to pick one favorite. And then we got the second really difficult question. What's your favorite camo? Because there too, I think I listed like 6 different options because there are so many very pretty camos in the game. And in the end, I went with the butterfly effect as my absolute favorite because there too, it is one of those things that I like the most. And it's one of the camos also that looks the best on pretty much almost all of the tanks. So I'm really hoping that people will enjoy that being a part of my order as well. But yeah, that was hard to just choose one favorite rather than a gazillion. And that's not where the hardest part was. The hardest part was basically they wanted us to give them an idea about the background. And I drew an absolute blank. Because the thing is, I'm all about the ladybugs. And I'm well aware that I'm about the ladybugs. And I was like, yeah, I would like it to incorporate a ladybug somehow. But I'm also very aware that ladybugs don't really fit a tank game. Because like ladybugs are symbols of good fortune, they are symbols of love, they are symbols against senseless violence, and yes, that does not really fit a tank wargaming. But they are very me. I actually have a tribal ladybug tattooed on my shoulder, and they're kind of like my symbols for everything will be okay, which is one of the reasons that I chose it as my logo, because it is really me. But like I said, that doesn't really fit a tank game. So when I had to pitch an idea, I was like, yeah, I don't know if ladybugs can be incorporated. Maybe something spacey like the moderator background, because we have that in the game where you have sort of like a constellation of a banhammer, and maybe something like that with the ladybug. I had no idea what to ask for. I had no idea what I could expect, but because I also wanted it to be something that people would actually enjoy. So not just for me, but something that would be nice for everyone. And that was super difficult to actually communicate because I had no idea what to go for. And there are so many really beautiful backgrounds in the game. Like the one that I'm still using in this replay is actually from June. And I'm a big June nerd, so I'm really happy that I have that. But nothing, absolutely nothing tops this. This was the first work in progress picture that I saw of my background in the game. And I legit cried when I first saw it because it is just so pretty and it's perfect. Like, you have the ladybugs there, but they're not too prominently there. You have the carrot standing proudly, and there's like this whole desert theme going on. And the thing is that most people don't realize that Amunet isn't actually my real name. I picked the name from Egyptian mythology, and Amunet is actually the Egyptian goddess of the north wind, and she breathes in life, knowledge, and wisdom. And I absolutely love that they incorporated that. I found the name inspiring back in the day, which is why I picked it, and I've had it for a few decades now, together with the 85, which is from my birth year. But for wargaming to translate that into this, and it's just so thoughtful, and I absolutely love them for it. The only thing I asked them to change was the A on my avatar because I found the Y to be too bright. And then this was the second work in progress picture that I got from my background. And you see like the soft pink flowers at the front, and the ladybugs are still there, but not too much in your face. And you have like the pyramids added in the background to make it even more Egyptian. And honestly, there's a lady in Berlin that made this, and I can't thank her enough because this was absolutely ace. And I can't thank her enough. There are no words. But then, of course, when it was time to announce it in the game, they actually forgot to change a placeholder number on my profile, which made it look like I have an 80% win rate, which I obviously do not have. I'm a 67%, and that's nothing to be ashamed of, so I'm happy enough with that. But you do see, like, the avatar, the finished version, in this screenshot as well, which is like a leaf behind it, and the A on the ladybug is now sort of shiny golden, and it's just absolute perfection. I love it so, so much. And to make sure that as many people as possible can enjoy the background, I've just made it easy. Like, I wanted it to be as accessible to people as possible. So you don't need to win, you don't need to get mastery badges or anything. All you need to do is play. And when you've got 22 battles in, you've completed my whole order. So you got everything, including the avatar in the background. But in order to get my quest in-game, you actually need to activate a bonus code, and the bonus code is Ladybug67. And that's all really. Like, I sincerely hope that even if you do not like me or you don't like my content, that you can legit enjoy the background for what it is, which is just a beautiful piece of art. And if you like the carrot, then hopefully you will use it. So that's the whole story of how this all came to be, and I'm legit still having imposter syndrome, but I'm so, so grateful to Wargaming for letting me be a part of this because it's amazing and it's mind blowing and mind boggling and all of that. And I'm super grateful to the lady in Berlin that drew this because honestly, I can't thank you enough. Thank you all for watching, and I will be seeing you guys later. Bye.